Welcome back, anime lovers. Today I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite manga series of all time, comic Parasyte or Kiseijuu in Japanese. This is an awesome horror body invasion manga that was serialized in Kodansha's Weekly Shonen magazine from 2009 to 2013. It has been collected into 24 Tankuban volumes, and there's also an anime adaptation, which aired back in 2014. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. The manga, though, is where it's at. Let's get started. The story takes place in Tokyo, Japan, in the near future, where bizarre parasitic creatures from outer space are invading the Earth. These parasites have the ability to control their hosts by attaching to the brainstem and converting their consciousness into their own. But these parasites don't kill their hosts right away. Instead, they force them to live out the remainder of their life in a coma state, with the parasite using their body at will. However, if the parasite is removed from the host, then the host will die soon after. So they're kind of stuck with each other for better or worse. Now, even though these parasites are extremely dangerous and deadly, occasionally, some of them end up in really weird situations where they can't fully control their hosts. And this is what happened to one of the main characters in the story, a high school boy named Shinichi Izumi. One day, while walking home from school, he notices something strange floating through the sky. It looks like a bird, but it doesn't seem to be moving its wings. As he gets closer, he realizes that it's actually a huge parasite that's landed in a nearby river. Then, later that evening, Shinichi's arm starts to tingle. He looks down and sees that the parasite from earlier has attached itself to him, and now it's trying to take over his mind. But since it only partially entered his body, Shinichi is able to resist its control. So now he and the parasite start battling each other for dominance. But in the process, they accidentally merge into one being, thus beginning their unusual partnership. Shinichi names the parasite Miji, which means right, because it entered his right arm. Now, even though Miji is a ruthless killing machine that's capable of incredible feats of strength, speed, and durability, Shinichi is able to maintain his consciousness. At first, this makes Miji very weak and disoriented, but as time passes by, Shinichi becomes stronger and more capable. In fact, thanks to Miji's influence, Shinichi develops psychic abilities that allow him to control his partner's body at will. This also gives him the ability to sense danger before it happens, which proves very useful when they come into contact with other parasites. In addition to being able to control Miji's body, Shinichi is also able to draw out its thoughts and emotions, which sometimes results in hilarious dialogue. But don't let this fool you. Underneath that goofy exterior, this manga can get very serious very quickly. The body horror in this series is absolutely fantastic. There are lots of scenes that will make you squirm in your seat, but it never goes too far. There's no pointless gore or gratuitous violence here. It's all used to move the plot forward and to make a larger commentary about humanity and our relationship with the natural world. As the story progresses, we learn that these parasites have been coming to Earth for centuries, feeding off of human emotion and evolving alongside us. They've developed advanced technology that allows them to travel between planets, searching for new worlds to conquer. But despite their many advantages, humans are proving to be a tough nut to crack. Some of these parasites are incredibly powerful, but they're no match for the ingenuity and determination of the human spirit. Speaking of powerful parasites, one of my favorites is Goto, a shape-shifting parasite who can disguise herself as any person or animal. She's a very mysterious character who seems to know a lot more than she's letting on. There's a lot of plot armor going on here, but she's still a badass nonetheless, and I love her design. Another cool character is Tamura, a parasite who can control other organisms by emitting a hypnotic pheromone. This power makes him very dangerous because he can turn people against each other without them even realizing what's happening. But it also comes with a heavy burden because he can never truly connect with anyone. One of the most tragic characters in this series is Raiko, a young girl who's infected with a parasite that turns her into a mindless killing machine. She's a victim of circumstance who never had a chance to live a normal life. It's heartbreaking to see how much potential she has as a person, but how her parasite is slowly draining away her humanity. The way this manga explores themes of identity, humanity, and survival is both thought-provoking and disturbing. What makes this series so compelling is the fact that we couldn't help but sympathize with the parasites, even though they were clearly the villains. They just trying to survive in a world that's hostile to them, and they'll do whatever it takes to stay alive. This includes forming unlikely alliances with humans. Like the one between Shinichi and Miji, the art in this manga is simply fantastic. Uesugi Jr. does such a great job of bringing these characters to life. The action scenes are fast-paced and easy to follow, even when things get crazy and out of control, and the body horror is absolutely top-notch. Uesugi isn't afraid to get up close and personal with these parasites, revealing all of their disgusting little details. Even though some of the body horror can be a bit much to stomach, Uesugi's art makes it all the more effective. He has a way of making even the most grotesque things look beautiful, which is really something special. Overall, comic Parasyte is a must-read for anyone who loves body horror or psychological thrillers. It's a wild ride from start to finish that will keep you guessing until the very end. This is one of those mangas that I could talk about for days, but I don't want to spoil anything for you. So I'll just say this. Read this manga. You won't regret it. And that's all I got for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please show your support. Until next time, stay safe and healthy. Take care of yourselves and each other. Remember, you matter, and go watch some anime.